Okay, right, I've got some very quick ones to do. I'll probably be less than 4 minutes, which is a pathetic metaphor for the end of my marriage. Right, these are all poems there's 3 poems that I've written from Daily Mash or News Thumper headlines, and then one because I met somebody on the train, I wrote a poem. Okay, so, did you know that even when cooked, squids can inseminate in our mouths? Once, after eating calamari, a woman reported experiencing the feeling of a foreign body in her less than amused boosh. I like to relate this story whilst queuing at buffets and if bored when attending middle-class dinner parties. I wonder what really happened that night when Luca Brazzi was swimming with the fishes. And if it's true that the siren call is really the sound of horny squids. Thank you. Right, okay. This is I thought I'd write an honest obituary. That sort of in the age of celebrity doesn't always become too honest, but this one is, and it's not about anyone in particular, although, I don't know, just imagine it's Jim Davidson or someone like that. To some, he was oh so very witty, like a kaleidoscopic Walter Mitty. Some even said he was almost pretty. Others thought him stylish but gritty. He was all things to all people, and in an era of celebrity, his death will guarantee an obituary of mawkish sentimentality. But personally, I thought he was a twat. I read that to my mate John. We've known each other since we were kids. He said, oh, please say. He said, if I die first, read that at my funeral. So, yeah. Okay, let's do this one first. And yeah, I was in Oxford a few weeks ago with some mates, and we had a bit of a lads' day out. It was one of our friends' 40th, and 2 of us were getting the train back to Reading, and we got on the train, and opposite us was, and this poem's kind of really about a celebration of youth more than anything else. But my mate said, we were chatting to this woman in front of us, and she was only about sort of 17, 18. She was doing the first year of an arts foundation course she was doing. She was really interested. She was from, I think Lithuania it was, she said. And then my mate Kevin says, oh, he's a poet. And it kind of, so I wrote her this, she kind of made me write her a poem, and this was it. So I was quite pleased with it. So I then nicked another bit of paper and wrote it down so I could remember it. And I can't remember her name, so I just call it Art Student. I met her on a train to Slough with a Kalashnikov on her lap and a haiku brush in her hair. And she's beautiful, like everything that is contradiction. Thank you. Okay, and last one, this is from another Daily Mash headline. There is an inflation of expectation, a rise in the glass ceiling of entitlement, a down rating of the grateful index, a lowering of the something in return ratio. So much so that it now requires 4 fingers of fudge to give your kids a treat. Thank you.